Welcome to the second video in the Essence in Relationship series. In this one we're going to explore how to create a field of shared essence with another. In the first video we covered the fundamental principle that the essence work gives us in relationship, which is me first. I become the essence that I want to create in a relationship before I do anything out there with the other. Because we all know that trying to change another gets us nowhere. But we also know that even if when we do find that flow of life force, when we are being in the current of love or the current of co-creative power in ourselves, we can bring that to another, and they don't always just suddenly open to us and join us there. In fact, all too often we find that there's a clunk, or there's not a meeting, and often conflict comes out of that, and a huge amount of impact on our lives when we really don't know how to get into a shared field of essence with another. So how we do that is what we want to explore in this second part of the video course. So the first part of being able to get into a shared field of essence with another is to be that essence yourself, as we covered in the first video. If you're just trying to get another person or trying to get both of you into something, but you're actually not there, stop it. Leave them alone, let them go about their own business, and you take responsibility for being that essence yourself. And that when you are that essence yourself, truly are that essence, then this second step becomes relevant. So, how do we get in a shared field of essence with another? Well, the principle I want to share with you, the heart of it, is essence first, content second. And what I mean by that is that in relationship, we have a content that we're negotiating. Whether it's your teenager to clean the room, whether it's with your beloved for how to spend more intimate time together, whether it's a workmate, how to double the size of your business. Whatever it is, there's a sort of a content that we're engaging in the relationship with. And a lot of the conflict comes in that, around money, around time, around different values, all of that stuff. And obviously that needs to be resolved and worked out in a life we've continually, realigning with our relationships to fit with who we are and where we're going and the different, humanities that are involved. But content second means that we put the content of what I'm trying to create with that person to the second, to put it away. Because if there's not an essence-full alignment with another, if you're not in resonance with each other, then content can very quickly blow up. And often it's not about the content at all. I mean, how many times have you had a fight with your partner or your kids, and it's nothing to do with who put the rubbish out or any of that stuff. There's something else going on. And so here I invite you, that the practice is to sit down with this other person and say, how do we want to be in relationship together? What is the quality of relating that we want? And that can be about a specific project, or it can just be whatever. But to actually cultivate a commitment to be in essence together. Now, if the other person doesn't speak the essence language, totally fine. It's just a made-up language anyway. The point is, what's the quality that we want here? What's the quality that we want to cultivate in how we're relating together? Oh, we want to be inspired. Great. Oh, we want to feel respected and heard. And you take your time to create that first before you deal with any content at all. And when we do that, what happens is something changes, because when we become into a shared field together, when two people who are coming to create a project together first come into the essence of, we want to be inspired and creative together, and you find that and you talk about that and you cultivate that, you can get and breathe, move and sound it together or whatever you want to do, but you find the quality first, then content 9 times out of 10 just goes and just resolves itself. Because if from the essence work, it's essence first, form second. And so that when we're in the flow of essence, form tends to shape itself. And it's the same with relationship. When we've entered into a shared field together, content tends to resolve itself. But all too often, we're trying to resolve the content to get to the essence. So the invitation here is to stop that. to put content aside. And sometimes you have to be fierce with that, because sometimes the content's in your face. Your partner's going out more nights than you want, or your children aren't doing what you said, and there's the content vibrating there trying to demand your attention, trying to be resolved. But if you honestly look and see, am I in the essence that I want to be? And then have we created a shared agreement and a shared commitment to be in essence together? Do that first. Focus on that first and build that first. And then watch how form resolves itself. Often really easily, or even if not, even if it's challenging, there's a fundamental ground to be on and to meet and to work with that other person. And that's what we're going to cover in the third video, is how to really create with another, how to find the highest potential of the relationship and create that together. So I hope you've enjoyed the second video, and stay in tune for the third.